Raise your hand.
Hey, make sure Cash is come over here. You hear me? Grab Cassius from me.
Chase.
Hey, Brad. Welcome back. By the way, what have the last few days been like for you as you were waiting to get cleared and to return?
First praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It was weird. Like I haven't been to the bubble, so all this protocol stuff is all new to me. Testing every day. Granted, we've been doing it for the past month and a half, but it's still like fairly new. I mean, last couple of days, 48 hours was crazy. Just having to stay away from everybody and kind of quarantining myself for the last couple of days. The positives, I've been testing negative, so that's a good thing. But they're still taking the precautionary measures to make sure I'm quarantining, wearing the mask around the guys, and taking the extra test, I think, a day. And just it's been a little shaky, but it's what we got to do with.
And then to get a blowout win against a team that was 7-3 coming into this, how'd you guys pull it off? Obviously missing two starters.
For one, man, we missed TB. It was stuck for me being at home watching that. I know how hard he works and how much accountability and kind of pressure he puts on himself to be that guy for us. And the same with Russ, it's two guys that are out and, that hurts us. But it's always next man up, another opportunities are given to guys to earn some minutes, earn some time. And, coach put guys out there that played hard, pretty much the same lineups as last game. So it's definitely promising to see us come out and compete the way we did for a full 48. We just got to continue to build on it. Don't get complacent, don't get too high, don't get too low. Stay right where we are and just continue to build.
Fred.
Brad, I know you were last year. Are you still the player rep for you guys?
Yep.
So I know you can't speak for everybody, but you obviously have experience with it since you are the union rep for those guys. You were caught up in the middle of just like a contact tracing thing, and there's been so much stuff going on with the rest of the league. How have players responded to the positive tests and the contact tracing and the suspended games? Like, what is the feeling amongst players, not just with the Wizards, but around the league right now?
I can't speak for everybody. I just know it's just kind of one of those things where we kind of know it's going to hit, and our biggest thing is just trying to contain it and control it as much as we can, I guess. I think, at least from my standpoint, it's making sure that we're safe and, we're in the best possible environment, whatever it looks like. I'm sure the league and the PA are doing everything they can to make sure of that, but it is getting scarier with, games being postponed, teams not being able to play, and the back tracing, the contract tracing, and it's a lot. There's a lot, but this is what we agreed to do at the beginning of the year. So, we gotta go out and get it done. And I'm not sure if the league or the PA will come together and figure out something, a different method, or go to a bubble, whatever the case may be. But we haven't heard anything yet.
And that layup you made at the end of the third quarter, that reverse, what do you practice that? Is that something you?
No, I think you're gonna find another clip of me shooting another reverse somewhere. I wouldn't say I practiced them, but I'm not going to say I don't practice them, but I don't sit in the gym and let me work on my. Coach Brooks makes us work on layups actually, and the reverse layup is one of the layups we have to work on.
Ava.
Brad, tonight was the third straight really solid performance from the bench. What's been working for them from your perspective? What have you seen them been able to put together?
Just energy. That's what I think. That's what our bench, that's what they're capable of, and that's what we need out there on the floor. Whether the starters got off good off to a good start or not. You know, their energy is something we feed off of. And in that group alone, you know, we have, you know, Issue brings a spark. You know, Aul, if he's coming off the bench, he brings a spark. You know, Garrison is loving his minutes, and Mo the same thing. So it's just guys taking advantage of the opportunities they're given, you know, and coach putting more trust in them guys, confidence in those guys. And, you know, they're going out there and competing and making the most out of their minutes.
And then what were your thoughts on just Robin filling in for Thomas for the first time tonight? Scott said it's going to be kind of by committee, but he started you guys off really well and then under the rim there.
For sure. You know, we need his presence. He's a big body, man. We didn't bring him here for nothing. You know, we need him to utilize and soak up their space in the paint, continue to be a defensive presence for us. And then when we throw it down low, I think he's one of the best back to the basket bigs in the league, you know, those that are still left. So I'm happy to have him. You know, it's going to be a work in progress still, but tonight was good. He's a vet. He's a true vet. So, you know, it's not difficult for him. He knows the game. He knows our game. And he gels right with us.
Rachel Nichols.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Good. I was just wondering what it has been like for you guys and you specifically, what your experience has been with practice, no practice. Now you can't have shoot around. And then you wake up one morning and they're like, oh, by the way, you have to isolate for 48 hours. Maybe it'll be longer. We'll see. Oh no, now you're playing again. What is that like?
You just have to stay positive. You know, it can get frustrating. It can get annoying. I think testing every day is annoying for us, but you know, we have to do it. It's protocols, and it's what, you know, we're trying to keep the game safe, trying to keep guys safe, and you know, I feel like that's priority number one. But it is kind of overwhelming at times where, you know, you have to do the extra testing, and you know, you get in late and you have to get up early to test, and so you know, things like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, this it's only for us to play basketball. You know, it's only for us to get out there and in a healthy condition too. So it's kind of twofold. You know, you accept it for what it is, but understand it can be a hassle.
But how has it changed, like team building or getting to know guys? Or I mean, even you and Russ playing together for the first time this season?
It hasn't changed anything in that dynamic. I mean, we still have opportunities to be able to spend time with teammates. You know, we have restricted access to restaurants and going out to eat and things, and actually being together on the road. You know, we can do things, but very subtle, you know, very small groups, and, you know, not being able to travel. So we still have opportunities to be able to build. You know, we still build here in practice, the facility when we're there. You know, so we still have those opportunities. Granted, it's not like any years past in that regard where, you know, we can just pretty much do whatever we want. But it's definitely an adjustment, and it's one that I think everybody's been making on the fly, and it's been going pretty well.
Thanks.
Dwayne Rankin.
Just to follow up on Rachel's question, just for you specifically, crazy 48 hours for you. And then how nice was it to end that with a game like that where you guys, you know, break out to a big lead and win pretty comfortably against one of the better teams in the league that have one of the better starts?
It felt great. You know, I was a little peed off by not playing last game. But, you know, it is what it is. And our biggest thing is making sure that we can control what we can control, you know. And I knew we had a game tonight. It was a tough one. Tough matchup with the Suns. They're, you know, probably, if they're not the hottest team, one of the hottest teams in the league, you know, at 7-3. So we knew we had our hands full from the get-go with CP, with Book, Big Aiden down low. And, you know, they have one of the best benches in the league, too, that provides a spark for them. So on all fronts, we had our hands full, but I think we did a good job of defending. Tonight was the first time I could say we guarded the right way, you know, with intensity, with focus, with some IQ, you know. So maybe we can move up from the park cars now.
Thanks, Bradley.
Thank you, Bradley.
Yep.